What's up, guys? I'm going to do a video tonight and talk about some of my biggest pet peeves with shoes, as well as, a pet peeve or two that I observe others having. We'll try and keep it, just maybe like 3 or 4 total for this video, but I may get on a rant and then who knows how many it'll be. I may make a few videos of this, over the next couple of weeks or months or years. Really depends on if it's interesting or entertaining. So definitely stick around till the end. I'm going to talk about creasing, and I know that's definitely a hot topic among the shoe community. So I may have a few tips and tricks on how you can make that better. Let's jump into the first. So this is my remote bespoke pair from Ichigo Ichie. The Tassel Loafer from him is not the pet peeve. It's just Tassel Loafers in general. Obviously, with a grained leather like this or shell cordovan, or really any leather, you need to brush it. Not really a big deal, right? But how do I brush the toe or the vamp? I feel like I'm always just gonna rip these tassel loafers or these tassels right off the loafer. So then I do this. And while that works perfectly, I just feel like it's a little bit awkward sitting there holding the tassels back the whole time while I brush. Is it a big deal? Not really. Let's get into the next one. You look at this and what possible pet peeve could I have about these, right? Well, it's the lacing. So I don't know why, but whenever I see laces that are kind of pointing this way instead of that way, it just kind of drives me crazy. So let's look at how we can kind of fix that real quick. So you've got your laces, you either pull the right over the left or the left over the right. Now I did the right over the left. So if I do the right over the left again, it's going to twist them. What you want to do is alternate them. So whether you start with the right over the left or the left over the right, it doesn't really matter. You just want to do the opposite. So I did the right over the left. So now I do the left over the right. And now it's even. Isn't that better looking? I definitely think so. One of my favorite things about the monk strap is how easy it is to wear. That gets really complicated when a shoemaker attaches the buckle with a piece of leather. You can't stretch that. And that means that you have to kind of choose between which fitting hole you secure the strap with. Then the shoe is either too loose or it's way too tight and you've really put a lot of tension on that piece of leather. An elastic attachment like this really simplifies things and really makes the overall fit much more comfortable. Now, the creme de la creme. I don't know if that's the right usage of that word. Let's jump in. So this is the pair of new Carmina boots. I'll make another follow-up video shortly talking about, what's going on with them. So I had to walk in them to crease them, but how did I do that so that the creasing didn't go all over the place? Watch. Basically what I'm doing here, and I normally don't crease my shoes outside. I normally don't set the crease in every single pair of shoes, but I did it for this video, specifically in this pair. And I also did it outside because if I did it inside right now, my dogs would be running all over the place and that wouldn't be good for the video, my camera, or the boots. So we're outside. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to see naturally, where does my foot flex? Once I figured out where that is, you want to look for the joint of your big toe and where your pinky toe ends, because that's naturally where that's going to happen. And instead of just trying to set the crease right in the middle, you want to try and set the crease where it's naturally going to fall anyway. So that way it doesn't kind of force the crease into other wrinkles or rolls, or I don't know, just follow how it's naturally going to do it anyway. And as you can see, I just do one wide crease using these 2 copper straws. Pretty resourceful, right? I just use these 2. It sets a kind of an even straight line on a diagonal across the vamp. And then there's either going to be a roll in front of this or behind it, really depending on the fit of the shoe. But then either of those 2 rolls, that's going to kind of be the extent of what happens here. So these are those 2 copper straws that I was talking about. And you can, use these. Well, you can't use these are mine, but you can use something similar to this. You can use something even kind of thicker like this. Just keep the cap on while you're doing it. Or, you can even use kind of anything that's not going to damage the leather. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully everybody enjoyed this. Let me know what your thoughts are on this topic in general. This was definitely a little bit of fun and a little bit of a serious tone as well, because some of these things do drive me crazy, and I've seen some of these things drive others crazy as well. Let me know if you have any specific pet peeves that you really can't seem to find a solution for, and maybe we'll cover that in a future video. Thanks for all the support. Remember to like, subscribe, and share with friends, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.